In this video, I'm going to share with you guys 8 curly hair tips that have helped grow my hair tremendously just in the past year. All right, let's dive in. Welcome back to my channel, you guys, and welcome if you're new. All right, so number 1, deep condition your hair at least once or twice a week. I usually deep condition my hair at least once a week, and I tend to use deep conditioners that are moisturizing because my hair does tend to get dry. So I usually tend to go towards moisture, depending on your hair type and what your hair needs. Sometimes you might need more protein if you need to define your curls more. Also, if you're transitioning from straightening your hair from heat damage into getting more of your natural curl pattern, or you just want to be done with heat damage. There's definitely a lot of videos out there that go in depth with that, and that might be content for a different video at another time. But for today, I will say deep condition based off of what your hair needs, whether it's protein or more moisture. So number 2 goes right into that. When you're in the shower and you're rinsing out your deep conditioner, use cold water or wash your hair with maybe lukewarm water or warm water. I know that could be challenging because a lot of us like to use hot water in the shower, including myself, but usually I'm in the shower long enough that our water heater runs out of heat. So my water ends up turning cold anyway, which works in my favor because by the time that I go to rinse out my deep conditioner, whether I'm clarifying, co-washing, or deep conditioning, I usually end up rinsing my hair out with cold water so that I can close the cuticle and seal in any moisture that I have added to my hair. All right, so number 3. Stimulate your scalp. So this is something that it's kind of turned into second nature for me, especially before wash days, but I do this just about every day, even if it's just for 5 minutes. So usually in the morning, I'll stimulate my scalp when I wake up, and I also do it at night before I go to bed. And a lot of the times I just use my fingers. I don't have a scalp massager. I know that a lot of people like to use scalp massagers. I personally do not have one. I just use my fingertips. Sometimes I will put this little hair oil that it's kind of like a DIY hair oil that I've made, and it has coconut oil and grapeseed oil and rosemary, which is really good to stimulate your scalp and encourage hair growth. Also has castor oil, which is also really good to stimulate hair growth. So I would highly encourage to stimulate your scalp by just using your fingertips and just doing this 5 or 10 minutes a day. I think really has helped to encourage hair growth for me. Okay, so I feel like taking the time to talk about these things is really important in your natural hair journey, and especially if you're looking to grow your curly hair or grow your hair at all. And also if you're transitioning into a more natural approach to caring for your hair. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment in the description down below, and let me know if you've tried any of these things, if these things are working for you, if there's anything else you'd like for me to talk about or test out on my hair, or things that I might have missed. Yeah, let me know in the comments below. All right, so moving on. So number 4, finger detangle. When you're in the shower, try and finger detangle your hair. Because we're talking about hair growth tips, I want to mention to really try and minimize hair breakage and split ends by encouraging finger detangling, or if you need to comb your hair, use a wide tooth comb, something that's a little bit more gentle on your curls and won't create as much breakage or split ends. Okay, so next, let's talk about what happens when you're going to bed. Throw your hair in a pineapple at night. I talk about that in a previous video, top hair essentials and top hair tips. We get to care for our hair just as much in the nighttime as we do when we're styling it, or in the daytime, or when we're ready to go out and about. All of it is important because what we do at night can have major impact on what happens the following morning, right? Or even days after. Throwing your hair in a pineapple helps. You can use a satin scrunchie or a scrunchie and just throw it all on top of your hair like this. And that's usually what I do, but if you want to take it a step further, invest in a silk bonnet or silk pillowcase, which I have silk pillowcases. I don't necessarily use them because, again, the noise of the satiny feel makes me kind of cringe a little bit. So if you don't mind that, go for it. And I have seen results from when I have used it. All right, moving on to number 7. Okay, so trim your ends regularly, especially if you're transitioning. So I did this at the beginning of my hair journey. I did a big chop, which I talk about in one of my first videos. I just finished cutting my hair and I'm feeling really good about it, actually. And then I was just dusting after that for about a couple months. I actually haven't cut my hair since then, which is like about a year and a half now. So I have not trimmed my hair since then because I really wanted to focus on hair length and growing my hair as long as possible. I will say that I am due for a trim, so I'm probably gonna do that myself because quite frankly, I feel like as much as I've been learning about my hair journey, at the end of the day, it's hair. Hair will grow back, but gaining the confidence and the skills to understand ourselves and understand our hair and the things that we really want to improve can dramatically change your outlook on life. And implementing little things step by step to see what works for you, see what doesn't work for you, really helps to refine what you need and actually generate results, right? That's the reason why I even started this channel, because I would turn to a lot of curly hair influencers and YouTubers, and I actually did try a lot of the things that they suggested. And lo and behold, this is what I get after about 6 months to a year of just consuming content on how to get these results. And that is why I am paying it forward, because there is power in community and power in authenticity and power in sharing what you know, especially if you know that it can help at least one person out there. All right, so again, I would suggest to trim your ends regularly. You don't have to do that. To be quite honest, I don't trim my ends regularly. I actually focus more on deep conditioning and moisturizing my curls and length retention and just maintaining my hair, ensure that it's healthy and it has what it needs in order for it to grow. And I will say my hair has grown tremendously just in the last year. If you follow these tips, there's a big chance that it could encourage hair growth and you will see your natural, beautiful hair. And I'm gonna continue to share all of the things that continue to work for me and really create a healthy hair journey. So last but not least, I wanna say, love your hair. And I know that I've said this previously before, but really embracing our natural hair journey makes such a difference, you guys. Like understanding that there are times when we're not gonna get it right. There are times when we might overdo it. There are times when we might underdo it, but understanding that this is a process and it's a process of becoming and learning, and also a process of unlearning the things that we've been taught to do with our hair, like straighten it or put chemicals in it like relaxers or keratin treatments or anything that alters the hair to make it something else than what it is an unlearning and an undoing process. And in that process, you're also learning about yourself when you're experimenting and you're trying out and you're dabbling with different tips and tricks that I'm sharing with you or that any other YouTuber is sharing with you. And it's really like talking to a friend. I do this all the time with people that come to me and ask me about my hair or that message me about my hair. And I really love and enjoy talking about it. And I never really thought that I would get into this side of transformation. This in itself is transformation, because learning about something that has been so taboo and has been so complicated in my life has really transformed the way that I do life. Like even with my son or with my partner or anything that I'm doing, we're always constantly experimenting and tinkering and seeing what works and seeing what doesn't. And that's the kind of household that we live in. We love to experiment and encourage exploration and refinement. It's really being able to master what works for us. So again, I encourage you to take your time, be gentle on yourself, be compassionate with yourself. Remember that hair grows back. So take a breath and relax into it and really enjoy your hair journey. I hope that you guys found these tips helpful. If you did, give me a thumbs up, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel so you know the next time that I post a video like this. There'll be much more coming soon. Leave me a comment in the description down below and let me know if there's anything that I missed or anything you guys want me to talk about or share or show you guys. I'm here for it. So until next time, guys, be well.